Well, hello and post Merry Christmas to you. Today is December 29th. It is a Wednesday at noon when I hold my Facebook Lives. And my name is Colleen Magness, and you can find me at creatingwithcolleen.com. So I am an independent demonstrator on the east coast of Virginia, and it has been crazy weather here for Christmas. It's supposed to be 74 today and 60s the rest of the week. And coming from Chicago, where I was originally born, I have to say I really would like a colder Christmas. But I'm not going to wish too much because normally January and February is when it hits us. So I hope you had a Merry Christmas. Ours was busy, crazy as usual. Lots of grandbabies. If you saw my Facebook Live last Wednesday, you know that I was in the middle of Christmas Cousin Day. And I'm not going to lie to you, it wore me out. Why I do that the week of Christmas, I don't know. It's just when it fits into the kids' schedules. But Christmas was wonderful, but as usual, it was crazy busy. And this time of the year, I'm just trying to figure out how to make it more simple. So one of the things I'm coming up with, I wrote it in my planner for next year, is I'm hoping to send Thanksgiving cards, you know, telling you how thankful I am for you and wishing you a Merry Christmas. So I don't have to do that in the Christmas season. I typically send out close to 100 Christmas cards. So doing that the month prior, I think would be a big thing to take off my plate. Another thing would be, again, have that cousin Christmas camp because it's so much fun, but not the week of Christmas. That's crazy. And I'm even thinking maybe buying a few less gifts and giving an experience. You know, we have Great Wolf Lodge in Williamsburg. We could try to go to the mountains. Virginia has everything. I think maybe that would help really be more of a meaning for Christmas. But whatever it was for you, I hope it was spent with friends and family and that you had a blessed time. So if I sound a little under the weather, I am. Having all those grandbabies, they shared their cold with me. But thankfully, it's just a cold, and I didn't have the double ear infection and the conjunctivitis of the eyes like they did. So we're all healing and looking forward to a new year. So today, I'm going to turn my camera down, and I am going to show you some new product that's coming out on January 4th. We have a new catalog starting along with Celebration, and I'll be giving you those details. But once again, Stampin' Up! Always does a great job with their products. So let me welcome you. Mary Ann, how are you doing? I hope you had a great Christmas. I'm looking at my camera right now. Barb is here. Patty is here. Thank you all for joining me, and I'm sure others will pop on. So without further ado, hold on to your seats. I'm going to turn the camera down, and we are going to start creating. Take just a moment. Yep. There. And I'm going to boot up my computer to make sure we are all vertical and the way that we should be. So these, I cannot show you the inside of the catalog yet, unfortunately, but I can show you the covers. And if you stamp with me, then you know you should already have your catalog. And if you don't, please let me know because they really are great catalogs. So this gives you a little bit of a sneak peek. This is what I'm featuring today. This is a mini catalog, and it will run from January 4th through June 30th. Lots of great projects. The next time we meet, I'll be able to open this up and show it to you. And I should have a card swap where I can show you different samples too. Now, along with the mini catalog, we have Celebration that is starting. So Celebration will once again be awesome. It is only for 2 months, the January 4th through February 28th. But you get to select for free with your purchase up to 6 stamp sets. One is a featured host set, which is absolutely gorgeous. So you get 6 stamp sets and 4 designer papers to choose from. And let me snag this real quick. I did want to show you this. If you collect orders or place your own order for $300 or more, you get this gorgeous set called Calming Camellia. As a demonstrator, I was able to get it ahead of time, and I love it. I cannot wait to create with this. So again, it's just another benefit of hosting a party or putting in your own order with Stampin' Up! With me. So, I always say that, let me introduce you to a suite that Stampin' Up! Has. It's going to be on page 14 and 15 of your catalog called Flowering Fields. Now, basically, the entire suite features 2 bundles. The first one is Tulip Fields, and then you have Flowering Tulips. So this is what I'm playing with today. This is Tulip Fields, and these are what the dies look like. Excuse me. So you get the Windmill Field dies, and I loved it because we've never really had a windmill before. And I just think they are the coolest things, especially with the tulips in Holland. They couldn't have paired together a better bundle. Great. If I get a tickle in my throat, I forgot I haven't talked this much. So let me grab my purse and hope there's a cough drop in here just in case. But with the Windmill Field dies, these are what you get. Woo, y'all pray for me. Found a cough drop. We can drink water. Okay, we're going to keep rolling. When it's live, you never know what you're going to get. So with the Windmill Field dies, these two coordinate with each other, and you have this awesome fan that goes around, adorable bike, and these items match the stamps that are in the bundle. So these two go together for the Tulip Field dies. Then you have what is called Flowering Tulips. Now, Flowering Tulips, these I haven't played with yet, but I'm going to. They are amazing because all these pieces create a 3D tulip. It actually kind of pops off your page, and it's gorgeous. Then you have the stamps that coordinate with the dies, some stems, leaves, a really cute geometric pattern. And that's what the die itself looks like, but you can actually piece it together and put it just as a decorative border, some texture on your card. And then, of course, all these gorgeous tulips, which you can layer in different colors, and I'm sure you will be seeing. So those are the two bundles in the Flowering Fields suite. In addition to that, you have these adorable brushed brass butterflies. These are wonderful. You get 80 butterflies, 2 different sizes for only $10, and they're self-adhesive. So you do always have to love that. Then you have the gorgeous Evening Evergreen Ribbon. This is a 3/8 inch cotton ribbon, and it looks like they call it a window pane. It really, really is pretty. And Evening Evergreen goes with so many different colors. Then you have the designer paper. Always the star of the show with Stampin' Up! Is their designer paper. And this is called Flowering Fields. So isn't this just gorgeous? Like I said, I feel like I'm in this field of tulips, and the colors are phenomenal. Always after Christmas, I'm always looking forward to spring colors. And these are them. So let me show you the sheets. We have that. And then on the back, again, I really like that they have a very generic pattern or color, so you can use it with anything. This I love. This is the sky made for me, and I'm using that in my card. And then you have these beautiful tulips. And here you have them. This is looking like Mango Melody. Beautiful colors. And this on the back is gorgeous. This, every single sheet I just love. This is beautiful. And that is also some more clouds for your sky. And then here we have this. And what's really cool about this, they plant tulips in rows. So you can either cut it from your paper, or you could actually stamp it with the stamp set. Something I'm sure you'll be seeing is this will go across as a horizontal, and this fits in to give a whole field of tulips. A lot like that. So you can see great products are coming. And again, I am excited to share it with you. So today I am featuring the Tulip Fields with the Windmill. And it was a very simple, easy, fun card, so I'm going to show you how to make this. First, you're going to need a sheet of 4 1/4 by 11 basic white cardstock, and you want to score that at 5 1/2. Then you are going to have a piece of 4 by 5 1/4 petal pink. You will have a sheet of 3 3/4 by 5-inch pool party. A piece of that designer paper, the one with the cute little petal pink clouds. That is a 2-inch by 3 1/2-inch Flowering Fields Designer Series paper. And a 1/4 inch by 4 1/4 inch piece of petal pink. And I cut this a little bit longer, you'll see why. So those are your measured pieces. And then you're just going to need that windmill. You are going to need the bold piece. I did this in crumb cake. The detailed piece I did in soft suede. And then the blades themselves are done in early espresso. So I am going to wait to put it all on my base, and you'll see why. What I'm going to do first is I have this piece here. I'm going to start with my pool party, and I'm going to take the Flowering Fields Designer Series paper, and I'm going to put that up at the top. Aw, Gwen says she loves my card. Thank you, Gwen. I'm sure you already have this. And if not, hopefully you will after today. So I put my piece of designer paper here, and then I always like to have something. I don't like a just cut edge of designer paper. So at first I thought I would try to put the ribbon, but I wasn't really feeling that. But a lot of times I'll do that. I'll just wrap a piece of ribbon around this layer. So tying in the colors, I just went ahead and took a piece of the petal pink paper, and again, it's only a 1/4 inch, and I'm going to butt that right up to it. And then you don't see that edge. It's nice and clean, and again, it ties that color in. So I'm going to put that on here. I just use my craft and rubber mat, which works great for adhesives. And then, now that I have this here, see how I cut it a little long? And again, I did that just so it wouldn't be too long, wouldn't be too short. It could be just right. So I'm going to trim this off. And there I have the start of my card. I'm also going to stamp down at the bottom. And again, this comes from the Flowering Tulips. This cute little saying. It says... Let me show you that stamp set again. It has some nice sayings in here. This is, no one deserves a happier birthday than you. So I'm going to take this and put a mat, since it is photopolymer. Although having a nice flat table will help you create. And I'm going to stamp this with early espresso. Just right at the bottom. Like that. So now that I have this here, I can go ahead and put this onto the petal pink. Just layer it up. I like to turn it over in case I have anything on my hands. Then I will take my folded base of the basic white and put it on here and put this way. And then for the inside, I'm going to stamp. I didn't want to put much because, you know, if it's a dear friend, you're going to want some things yourself. So I'm just going to stamp a border on the inside. That comes from the Tulip Fields set, and I'm going to do that in Pool Party. So it's just a bunch of like cute little tulips here. Ink it up lightly in my Pool Party. Put it on here. And just to put that little bit of a border on there. So Well, let me see what's going on in my comments for just a second. Oh, good. Barb will be home tomorrow night. Her husband Moose is such a team player. He's here watching for her. Barb is watching from Michigan. She has had an amazing trip, and she even got snow for Christmas. I've asked her to bring some home, but she said she couldn't. Oh, and Gwen, your favorite flower is tulip. So yes, you had to get it. Yes, I know you will. And hey, Deb. Debbie is a very dear friend of mine who was on my team, and she was actually the second person who joined my team, 20 years ago. So welcome, Deb. So now that I have this, you can see how basic it is. I'm going to show you how to put the windmill together. So for the windmill, again, crumb cake, soft suede, and I wasn't about to try to get liquid glue on all these little pieces. The liquid Tombow glue is very, very strong. And again, I'm using the craft rubber mat, so the glue, it doesn't get all over my paper, and it doesn't really stick to this. But a light hand in stamping, you know, I always say, is your best friend. So what I'm doing is I'm just tacking that down, but I'll put the majority of my glue there, here, and here. And then I can just lightly tack here. If I want, I really don't even think I need it, to be honest with you, because those places are going to hold it. And this is my favorite liquid glue because it's strong and it sets up within a matter of seconds. So I just kind of line it up on the corner, put it down, and then I like to get like a piece of paper and put it on here. And a tip, I was using it earlier, is if you have a tissue or a piece of paper towel, just lightly dampen it. And if you do get liquid glue anywhere, just dab your cardstock, because that little bit of moisture isn't going to hurt your cardstock, but it's going to get that liquid glue up so it doesn't look tacky on you. We don't want tacky cards, you know. So I have this here, and then I'm going to take my Pierce mat, and I am going to just poke a hole where that circle is. And then one of the things I feel like you need with this windmill, it is actually in the annual catalog, and all of us demonstrators are confessing we didn't even really know it was there. These are called the round and square brads. So they come in white and black. They come in a, let's see if I can grab them, a square head, and then they also have a round head. Those are tinier and harder to get. My fingers don't do tiny well. See if I can grab one. So then you have the round ones. But I feel like you need these brads to put your blades onto your windmill. So these are on page 143 of the annual catalog. And there's 200 pieces, 2 shapes, 2 different colors for only $7. I think that is a deal. So you can make all the windmills that you want. So I will, which one do I want to use? I'll actually just use a round one this time. I think I have a square in the other one, so you'll be able to see that. Let me get a black. So now what I'm going to do is I'll just take my brads, put it through the blades, put it here, and then I open it. And these are kind of long, but the beauty is this is such a soft metal. So I just kind of bend them down to a point. And then you can take a block, you can take anything you have and push down, and it just anchors your windmill. I'm going to turn that around a little more. Let me do that. I'm almost a little too tight. So put your blades where you want them first. Then you can flatten that down again. Oops. And all that work that looks so intricate and so cool, it's really done for you with the dies. So I'm going to take some dimensionals so I can pop this up. And then put this on here. I'll make sure that my edges here are within the card so I won't have any trouble putting it in the envelope. And then can you tell I've used a few of these butterflies? I absolutely love them. And I'm going to put a large butterfly, just have them fluttering in the air. Put one there. and this little one trying to catch them. And that, let me show you the two of them here. This is the one, if you can see it, this is the one with the round brad. And then this is the one with the square brad. And again, I think either one works. But this is just a little sneak peek of what we have that will be coming out again in our awesome new January through June mini catalog. So this is what the cover looks like. And again, if you need one, please let me know. But this catalog goes live on January 4th, which is next Tuesday. Now, something I did want to let you know, I have been talking about it, but it's very real and you have to know. Stampin' Up, due to the shipping problems that are in the ports, they are not offering back orders anymore. So when an item is available, it's available. When it's not, or it's, you know, what we would used to call on back order, that number is turned off. So if you go to try to order any of these things, hopefully the majority of it is there. But if you're putting it in and it's coming up is not available, that is why. It's going to be there. It just might not be there at that time. Stampin' Up was having to pay so much in shipping costs. It was just a business decision and one I certainly understand. So I would recommend go through your catalog, place your order early on Tuesday because you know everybody else is going to be doing the same. And if your order is less than $150, please use this host code that I have right here. But if it is over $150, you receive all the benefits with that order. So don't forget Celebration. Celebration is awesome. And again, you have those stamp sets to choose from for every $50 order that you have. You get to choose an item from here. And then we have two special ones that if you place a $100 order, you can select them. Again, I can't show you in person, I'm sorry, but I will next Wednesday. So I hope you'll join me again on Wednesday. Next Wednesday in the new year. Gosh, it's hard to believe it's 2022. And I look forward to creating with you then. I'll be using lots of new product and they're just wonderful. So I hope you enjoyed yourself today. Hope you had a wonderful lunch. Thank you for sticking with me through the tickle in my throat. Man, I hate when those happen. But thank God I had a cough drop nearby. Yesterday was a rough day with the cold. Today I feel 70% better. So my goal is by Friday, I will be back to 100%. So thank you all for joining me. Have a blessed day. And I look forward to seeing you in the new year. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.